How many of you guys are actively on dating apps like Tinder, Bumble, or Hinge and struggle with the opening or introduction message? If you're one of these guys, I don't want you to worry because I used to struggle with these messages as well. The keyword is used to. But today I'm going to show you one messaging technique that you can use to get more responses from the girls that you match with, which will also help you in real world situations. But before I begin, I just want to let you guys know that this is not going to be a specific line that you're going to use on people. It's not just going to be saying hey or some cheesy or slutty pickup line you hear from some bullshit dating app guru's video on social media. Most of those dudes, not all of them, are fake, and those messages that they send are AI generated, so that you can pay them a pretty penny to teach you how to properly riz like a 14-year-old who just discovered how to use Kik to get nudes. The technique you're going to utilize involves sending a compliment to a woman on what you specifically see on her that makes you attracted to her, and then following up with a question pertaining to the thing that you complimented her on. And this question can either be open-ended or close-ended. It doesn't really matter. Here's why. It's one thing to compliment someone based on what they got on or have as a quality, but that doesn't really ignite the flame to start a conversation. At best, all you really get is a, "Oh, thank you." And the conversation is dead right then and there with no room to progress. And this is why I believe most red pill activists refuse to compliment women, and they spread that to whoever they teach that to. But what they don't tell you is how you can supplement it to keep the conversation going. So by just complimenting, what did you really accomplish there? Absolutely nothing. And it's even worse online because now you can physically and virtually see that the ball's in their court now. They have the control of the conversation. So you gotta ask them a follow-up question after the compliment. Or after she replies back to your compliment, you send a follow-up text afterwards pertaining to the compliment you just gave her, so that it can induce more of a response to give you more room to work with, give you more info to work with, thus keeping the conversation going. I'll give you an example. So this one right here, I basically matched with this girl on Hinge, giving her the compliment saying that she's cute for real. It's kind of like my go-to line that I use. And she says, "Thank you." But that's not enough to start a conversation. So what I replied back with was, of course. And I said, "You seem like the type of girl to enjoy a good outing, am I right?" And she says, "How'd you know?" See, what I did there was took a look at her profile and saw how active she was outside. Whether or not it's a good quality, it's a video for next time. But I took the features that I saw on her profile and asked a question about them pertaining to her, which will induce more of a response because you're asking a question about her quality, what she does, an activity or such. And 9 times out of 10, this really works for me. Now I'll show an example of what happens when you don't ask that follow-up question. So with this girl, I matched with her, I said, "Love your hair." As you can see, she has really nice wavy hair, probably mixed with some type of, I don't know, Hispanic heritage or something with her. She says, "Thanks," with an emoji, thinking I'm in. And I said, "Of course, you definitely get that compliment a lot." Now, if she replied back, she would have seemed a lot more, conceited. But she didn't reply back at all. And that's because I did not ask her that follow-up question. I didn't give anything for her to latch onto. And that's why it's important to ask that follow-up question. You gotta ask something pertaining to a certain quality or feature that you like about them. And I know you're gonna say in the comments, "But Joe, I don't care about the qualities. I don't care about their hair, their shoes, or I don't care about anything like that." But I'm telling you, trust me, you're gonna want to care if you want the girl to reply back to you. Because like I mentioned before in previous videos, when you make a person feel validated in their qualities or choices that they make, you make them feel more important, thus making them want to talk to you more to prolong or extend that feeling that they have, that dopamine rush that they get. Also making them associate that feeling of happiness with you. And giving a compliment is the easiest and the best way to do so, along with including a follow-up question to extend that, to prolong that feeling, which will work in your favor as well. Both parties benefit if you know how to close it, if you get what I mean. Now again, some women simply won't reply back to your messages. It's just the way things go. I'm not God, I don't have all the answers. But in my opinion, it's infinitely better to message like this than messaging like a 40-year-old creep with a crippling porn addiction. But you need to do this with an abundance mindset, meaning you shouldn't care if they reply back or not. I like to think of it as you never really know if she's the one until you see her out with her friends in public. But that's a video for next time. But this is my dating app intro messaging technique that I use to get more responses in the beginning of the conversations on these apps and in real life. How I work these conversations as a whole is a video for next time. But you guys let me know in the comments if you want to see that happen. Let me know if you want me to talk about that because I'm for the people. I'll do whatever you guys want. But yeah, try this out and let me know what you guys think. Leave your results down in the comments below. I'm curious. Other than that, develop a prodigy mindset and tackle your problems with everything you got. I believe in you. Take care. Peace.